hardened against. To be firm, solid, steadfast. Yeah.
Yeah. Stay strong in the Lord. Stay in it. Keep, hey, we say it all the time, keep fighting. Don't give up. Hey, because if you're in a real fight and you're in a worthy opponent, which we know this devil is a worthy opponent, it's not, our warfare is not flesh and blood, but you wrestle with this thing. The moment you give up or you give in or let up, they take the advantage of you. Right? So you can never let up. Keep fighting. Stay on guard. Stay on the defense. Stay on the offense. Keep balance. Because we read it earlier, that devil is seeking whom he may devour like a roaring lion. This brother had one that will go back. You had one too? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Second Ezra, chapter 15 at the top. Yep. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh, and cause them to be written on paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against me, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Hey, it says, what was the top of 3 said?
Fear not the imaginations.
Read that aloud again.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee, and speak against thee.
Fear not the incredulity against thee. Let not, fear not the, what is it, troubles?
Yeah, fear not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Fear not the the imaginations against thee. You gotta go through these afflictions. You gotta deal with this stuff. Let not the unbelief of others uproot you out either. Just because they don't believe. Hey, what if some do not believe?
So their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect.
Yahweh forbid, right?
Let the Most High be true in every man alive.
Let him be true in every man alive. Stay in it. Keep fighting. Don't give up. Go ahead, Art.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yep.
Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Hey, so you're going to have to deal with living in a society of wickedness when you're trying to clean yourself up with a righteous mind. Trying to have a righteous spirit about yourself. So there's going to be temptations everywhere to pull you right back and get you back filthy. Okay? But don't let it separate you and pull you back in.
This is 2 Thessalonians 1 verse 7 and 8. And to you who are troubled, rest with us. When the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels and flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord of Mashiach Yahweh Shai.
Yes.
That's why it says, fear not the incredulity of them. Don't let that trouble you. Those that are troubled, you getting, persecuted, you getting ridiculed, you getting mocked, scoffed at. Don't even worry about it, because the Lord's going to come back and take flaming vengeance upon them. At least you're going to be spared, but they ain't. So let them wallow in their unbelief. Don't let that disturb you. Don't get disturbed by another person's unbelief. They always got some rebuttal, or don't worry about them.
If they can't get it, don't try to convince them either.
Hey, he that is ignorant, let him be ignorant. He that is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is just, let him be just still.
When you get that type of mindset, that you've grown to a certain level when it's true. When we all came into this truth, we was trying to tell everyone, you get to a point where like, hey, these people know what I'm about.
Yeah.
They know what this is, so if they want to get with it, hey, the doors is always the doors is open for a limited time. But if not, fuck them, man. Yep. Hey, family too.
And when the spirit, when Yahweh said in Revelation the 3rd chapter, I knock at the door.
Yep.
And if you open it, I will sup with you. You still got to make that move to open the door and want this thing. But when you do open it, hey, he gonna come to you and feed you.
Yeah. But first, that affliction,
you gotta hear that knock.
That affliction, no. After that affliction's gonna come.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna try you. He's gonna put you through things to see if you're worthy.
And I just allude to it, and we ain't gotta go to it. When he said, and when you first get it, it's gonna be sweet in your mouth. It's gonna be beautiful. Man, this is the greatest meal ever. Yeah, but don't forget about the nasty ass vegetables, the fucked up shit that's gonna come with it.
Don't forget about that horseradish.
Yeah, that horseradish
food right there.
You gotta eat that too.
You gotta finish that, man.
The lamb is tasty.
Yeah.
And tortillas, but go on and have that
bitter
herb too.
Yeah.
You gotta have that bitter with it too. Okay? All that come with it. The brother brought up Matthew 18 and Luke 17, talking about woe unto the world because of offenses. This is Matthew 18 and 7. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come. But woe unto that man by whom the offenses come. Though that incredulity trying to get you to unbelieve, they bring shit to you. They harass you, they tempt you. They have evidence in the scripture. When is he coming? When is the promise of the Lord coming? And you've been talking about this for 5 years, 10 years, 20. Your apostles been out there for a quarter century plus. When is it gonna ever happen? Nigga, whenever it happens, I'm gonna do it. I don't care how long it takes. You know, as long until it comes. You know. Anybody else have something? You got it. We'll try to get back to that shit right too.
It's Matthew 7 and 24.
Yep.
Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock.
Yep.
And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock.
That's why you gotta wash the inside of the cup. That's why you gotta build your foundation on the rock of Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's why this has to be done. That's how you get clean, by the rock of Yahweh Shai, showing you that he got the victory even over death, over all wickedness and all temptation and everything that he went through. He was still got victorious over everything. We have to believe that. Some by miracle, some by just discerning, but all by wisdom and all by the power of Yahweh Shai.
I got more.
Yep.
And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon.
Now, what are these conditions analogically talking about? Jacob's trouble. Because that's when the faith is going to falter and waver. Matthew 13, talking about the parable of the sower. Okay, those different conditions choke the word, and they become unfruitful.
Falling upon thorns, falling upon
stony ground. Yep.
Falling by the wayside.
Yep. Okay. All these things is gonna expose you if you ain't rooted within your house.
Lonely, man.
And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it.
And we're going back to what that house is. That's you. That house is you. Your flesh, your body is the house of your spirit. Okay? You gotta start building your spirit up on that rock of Yahweh Shai with your faith and your belief, and then your works will begin to prosper from there. All right?
And that house did what? It endured.
That first house on the rock, it endured.
Yeah.
It didn't escape it. It endured through it. Right.
The reason it endures is because it's founded on that rock.
Right.
That rock being Yahweh Shai, being unbreakable. When you go back to that definition, it said to undergo or suffer, especially without breaking.
It is. That's why when anybody that actually gets into these scriptures the right way, that's why when the men of the Lord hear, when you say my sheep hear my voice and they follow, when you hear this thing broke down the right way, you just can't help but want more of it. You just can't help but grab onto it. When the apostles first came on, when I first seen the apostles, I was like, oh, this is it. This is it. I called this brother like, bro, I was looking at it like, the water, bro, this is it. As more and more breakdowns, whoa, I gotta call you and tell you the water again for showing me this. Call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And that's what he told me. Yeah, play the play, thank Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. For being able to see this thing and make it all make sense to where it all ties in, man. You have been blessed to see this thing.
And going back to endure, it's spiritual because Yahweh Shai, he prayed for his elect. And if you go back to some of the Psalms and the prophecies dealing with his elect, there's a psalm that says that my bones are not broken.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we know that Yahweh Shai, when after his crucifixion, they couldn't break his legs. Going back to the commandment in the Passover, where when you eat your lamb, you're not supposed to break the bones. Well, when you take that in the spiritual sense, his elect, they represent his body,
Right.
his bones,
Yep.
bone of my bones.
Yeah.
Yep.
So none of my bones are broken, meaning none of my elect can be broken. They're gonna eventually, they're not gonna separate. That's why going back to what I read in Romans 8 chapters, nothing shall be able to separate us from the love of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. No condition. So that means that none of those men can be broken. Under any circumstance, they cannot be broken. They're firm. They're planted in a solid surface. Nothing can move them. No wind, no rain. Nothing can force them out of their
They can't be
their position. They can't be uprooted.
It's like
You know. So those men are they're tailor made for this type of endurance.
Right. And you may see one down. He may not look like a brother posted that in the chat, I believe.
Yeah.
He posted the type of men that make it. I think it was Elder Yashwama that
it was I was thinking about that. It was like a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
And he spoke on
the type of people that make it.
make it through the Navy SEALs.
Yep.
And it wasn't the big buff guys, the
Ex-football players, the football team stars.
It was the ones that was, you see, they were scared, but when adversity hit, something inside them. They dug deep and were able to pull through. And that's
to pull themselves together to help the next guy.
Yeah, to help the next guy.
I
that was
remember.
Help the next guy. Yeah.
That's what it's all about. That's what the same as the Navy SEALs is. A few good men. I think that's the Marines though. But that's few good men. That's this thing. We used to go into that a lot when we first started.
When you think about it, yeah, we want to, receive salvation, but we're trying to push salvation so the nation can be saved.
Yeah.
Like, damn, if we save them, whether we can be saved. But we're trying to. It's a selfless job because I want to save you brothers. I want to save the elect. I want the elect to be awakened and them to be saved. And Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. Yeah. I can be saved also, but our main focus is on the elect. Like, we want to save the elect. Whoever the elect is out there, we want to save you. And through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but we're selfish. Like, shit, if I'm not saved, so be it. At least I was able to do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Quick precept, since the brother mentioned that motivational speech about those Navy SEAls, we lock into those Navy SEAls. We like special forces. Lord willing, we be able to elect.
Right.
2 Timothy 2 and 3.
Yep.
Now therefore,
it
says in verse 2, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men.
Pass that down. It's given to you. Pass that down. Help the next man to help the next. Yeah. Hey, brother, I remember because I heard of other philosophy before the truth, when they used to say each one teach one. Mm-hmm. Well, when I heard the apostle say that cadet was one of the elders, I think, said that to me. I'm like, okay. I've heard of that before. I heard of that concept. Well, this is it in a righteous sense, not in a 5% sense.
But that's how we're going to have to rebuild the nation.
Yeah, piece by piece, brick by brick.
Yeah. So if we just hoard it to ourselves, how can the nation grow? How can the elect be awakened? We got to, like you said, pass it along. You brothers, pass it along. And then unto men that are worthy, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai deems worthy to receive this truth, and then that fruit will grow. Yep. So like you guys.
Yeah. Two again, bro.
2 Timothy 2:2. And the things that thou hast heard of